to the part 2 of video 2, Programming Basics of the Python language. Here we are going to learn about variables and identifiers. Variables are the examples of identifier. Identifier means, suppose a person is having name Ashish, so if you call him Ashish, he will look at you, otherwise he won't. So Ashish is just like identifier for that particular person. Similarly, we can give name to the variable that is known as identifier. So identifier can be written with the certain rules. So these rules are: the first character of identifier must be underscore or a letter in uppercase or lowercase. Second, rest of the character can be underscore, letter, uppercase or lowercase, or digits. Identifier are case sensitive, means suppose I have written in small cases myvar is not same as myvar written in uppercase. So those two myvar names are or identifiers are different. Punctuation characters like at, dollar, percentage sign are not allowed within the identifier. So these are the 4 golden rules to write identifier. Here we are going to learn about the data types of the Python language. So Python language has 3 main data types: integer, float and string. So here we have taken some examples of floating integer, floating point number and string to display what result and what data types they show with the help of standard function. So I have written num is equal to 7, amount is equal to 123.45, code is equal to capital A, pi is equal to 3.4, population of India is equal to some large number, and message is equal to hi. So if I run this particular cell, I am going to get those values assigned to the variables. Now to have the look at the what value and data type these variables possess, I have written a function called print in bracket number, string num and string type num. This type num will give us data type of that particular number or that particular variable. So I have applied all this functionality to all the variables assigned over here with the help of certain data types. So let us check what data type it indicates. So if I run first cell, I will get that 7 belongs to class int. So it is class int. Then 123.45 is a float number. Then A belongs to string. Population of India, that is 1 raised to some higher number, belongs to int. And then lastly the message hi belongs to string category or string data type. So this was the 3 main data types that we have seen: integer, float and string. Similarly, there is one more data type, that is boolean variable. Boolean data type has only 2 values, true and false. Suppose I have written boolean var is equal to true and I want to print its value, I will get true. Suppose 20 is equal to 30, but this is a false statement, so it will return false boolean value. Similarly, 20 is not equal to 20, this is also false statement, so it will result false value. And 90 is less than or equal to 90, this is true value, so it will return true as a boolean boolean data type. Similarly, suppose you want to take some input from the user, then you have to use this input function. Suppose I want to accept a name from user and I have to store it in name variable. So I will write name is equal to input in bracket what is your name in single quotes, because it is a string. So suppose I write it and I press this run button, I will get a prompt where I have to enter the name. Suppose I have written Ashish, then I have to accept age of that particular person. So if I press this again, I will get prompt to enter the age. So I have entered the age. Now I will write that person's name and you are that particular age years old, this sentence. So here we have to press run button and you will see that Ashish, you are 18 years old. So this is how concatenation of the string along with the variable name you can write it. But make sure that this output of this input function is always string. Suppose you want to convert that string into integer, then you have to do typecasting. Now the important part of the next point is comments. Suppose you have to write a program and you have to add certain comments to particular line. So you have to write hash import all necessary package hash, this is a local variable. This type of comment you can add into your program. So operators and expressions. So we have already seen arithmetic operator, comparison operator, shortcut operator. Now I will just tell you how shortcut operator helps us to write the program. Suppose you have to write a is equal to 10 and a plus equal to 1, and you have to write print a. Here I will add one comment, just I will demonstrate how to add comment. It is just like a is equal to a plus a plus 1, and I will run it. So I will get 11. So this is how we can add, multiply, divide using this shortcut operator. Unary operator is simple, it is just like assignment. So suppose I have written b is equal to 10 and a is equal to minus b. So a value will be minus 10. So this is quite simple. Then we have bitwise operator. Bitwise operators are performed on binary input. Bitwise operations are AND operation, OR operation, XOR operation, NOT operation. So let us see first of all how to write binary number in Python. That is a crucial thing. Suppose you have a number like 1010 in binary, it has to be written 0 B 1010, means the value of the number should be written after B. So it will be B, that is 10 in decimal number system. Similarly here, suppose we want to perform some operation on 101010 and 110101 number, like ANDing operation, which is shown over here. And if you want to display it in binary system, you have to use this bin operation bin command, so that it will be written in bin. So it will be 1 0 0 0 0 0. So this is output of bitwise AND. If you check 0 and 0 and 0 will be 0, 1 and 0 will be 0, 0 and 1 will be 0, 1 and 0 will be 0, and 1 and 1 will be 1. So its output is quite okay and correct. Similarly, we can do OR operation. You can check afterwards what is the result. So it is quite okay that we have got OR operation executed on the two binary number. Similarly, we have to perform XOR operation. XOR and OR and NOT. These operations you have to check on the internet, or if you are quite conversant with the boolean table or truth table of these operations, you will come to know whatever answer we have got over here, those are correct. Let us see shift operator now. Shift operator, here we have to shift the number to the left by 1 bit. So x is equal to 0b111101, and we have to shift it towards left by 1 bit. So answer will be 0b111110. So it got shifted towards left with 1 digit. Similarly, by 4 digits we will get 4 zeros added at the end. Similarly, right, you will see that 1 digit to the right indicates that 1110 has to be written and 1 has to be moved out. Similarly, 4 times right shift, so it becomes these 4 will be removed and only 1 will be displayed. So this is how we can do the bitwise operations on the number. Logical operator, AND, OR and NOT. These are logical operators. Suppose you have two conditions and you have to write it simultaneously in the programming statement, then you have to AND it. Suppose both conditions are valid, like suppose we have to find out whether number 10 is between 5 or 15. So x is greater than 5 and x is less than 15, then the number lies between 5 and 15. So this type of combine operation we can use with AND, or NOT. Membership operator. Suppose you have given certain group of variables and you have to find out a particular value resides in that particular group, then we have to use in or not in operators. The groups can be list, tuple or anything else which shows us that particular a member is present in the group or not. Identity operator. So suppose A is 7, B is 7, so A is B will give us true value. If x is equal to 8, y is equal to 8, x is not y will give us true value. So these are identity operators. There are certain data types which collectively gives us the value of they gives us collection of the values. So list is one of them. So in square bracket you can write list items, those belongs to that particular list. So here I have taken list 1, I have written it into square bracket A B C 78 1.23. It does not require that the values residing in list should be of same data type. It may be of different data types also. So if you run this program code, you will get the list at your disposal. Similarly, tuple. tuple are immutable, means we cannot change the value of tuple. They are tuple 1 is equal to a b c 78 123. So here we can change the value of any index at any index in the list, but in tuple it is not possible to change the value. Similarly, we have dictionary. Now dictionary has two values, key and value. So key indicates that this is the identifier which is used for the value. Here item is identifier and chocolate is the value. It means there is key item and chocolate as value. Similarly, price as key and 100 as item. So we are at the end of our discussion. So here we are going to see what is typecasting. Suppose you have been given a number 19 which is a float number and you have to convert it into string. So you have to write str and that number in rounded bracket. So that becomes string. See, here we have got float point number and here we have seen that it is string, because here we have typecasted it as float point number. So friends, that is the end of second video, part 2 of the power of Python video series. Thank you very much.